Hi, I'm Dr. Annadale, and here are three pieces of advice that I have for college freshmen. First, look up words that you don't know when you come across them in reading. With digital dictionaries, this is the easiest thing in the world to do right now. Go look it up online, Google it, go to merriam-webster.com, or look it up in the physical dictionary that you keep on or near your desk. I say this is important for three reasons. First, it will distinguish you from your peers who generally are not looking up words. Second, it's going to give you something to talk about when you come to class discussion. Either you know the definition, so you know the words better, or you were not able to find a satisfactory definition, and your first question for your professor can be, I looked up this word, but it wasn't clear to me just what it meant in the context of this reading. And third, it's going to allow you to understand the material better. I can tell you there's nothing more dispiriting for a professor than realizing that the entire class read the reading and nobody in the class understood what these particular words meant, and nobody in the class went to the extra 10 seconds trouble of looking up what those words meant so they could actually understand the material and be prepared to discuss it in class. So my first piece of advice is be sure to look up every word that you encounter in your readings for your courses that you don't understand. If you want to be really thorough about this, keep a small notebook where you keep track of the words that you have looked up so you can keep that for reference, and that will help to build your vocabulary over the course of your education. Second piece of advice, go to office hours. Every professor is required to have office hours, even the crankiest and most misanthropic of them, but very few students actually take advantage of these. So I would say find out from the syllabus and from the sign on your professor's door when his office hours are, and go by simply to ask him questions about the course, to introduce yourself. In doing this, you will, again, distinguish yourself from your peers. You'll also get to know your professor better and let your professor get to know you better. You won't be an anonymous face in the crowd, but somebody who's come to talk. And you'll have one-on-one access for 15 minutes or more to the actual person who is determining your grade in the course and who will be able to help you understand both the requirements of this course and to help direct your intellectual development more profitably. And third, try to do more than just the minimum that is required for a course. And by this, I don't simply mean write 1,200 words if you're required to write 1,100. I mean, try to go a little bit extra, even if there's no additional reward in it for you in terms of course assignments. This is a good rule for life and for the workplace as well, because people who go beyond the bare minimum that's required to scrape by will get noticed, and they will eventually accrue the kind of confidence and trust that that sort of extra effort generally merits. So I think even in terms of homework and classroom work, trying to do a little bit extra, more than just is required to get by, will help you to do more than just to get by. It will help you to impress your professors and your peers. It will help you to succeed. So those are my three pieces of advice for college freshmen. I hope you find them helpful. That's all for today.